Ralston Purina Company, a famous old checkerboard square in St. Louis, Missouri. Ralston, makers of Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, Rye Crisp, and Instant Ralston, present Ethel and Albert. Starring Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce. Written by Peg Lynch. Produced and directed by Walter Hart.
Well, I can sit on a piano bench with Flora.
No, that's not comfortable for two. I'll bring down the whole chair.
Well, we can use the kitchen chair.
Well, they aren't nice in here.
Well, it's just your family.
Well, what's more important than families, huh? Now, where's Albert? I want him to go over to Grace's to borrow some chairs. She said we could have some. Dear? What's the matter?
Well, I glued it on the wrong side again. You know, with all the times I've been splicing film, I never can remember from one time to the next whether you splice it on the emulsion side or the other.
Oh, well, never mind that now, honey. We've got a million things to do.
You know what I want to do, honey? I'm going to splice all these films together so we can show last year's film, you know, today.
That's wonderful. Now, I want you to go over to Grace's to get some chairs. You didn't take those magazines down to the basement. Honey, I haven't even got the turkey in the oven. We have nothing.
You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, now, look, Aunt Eva, can you get the door?
You know, I'm going to set up floodlights and get some really decent pictures of the family this year, you know,
Okay.
so it's like a little story, you know, instead of just snatches of this and that. You know what I mean? How to make like a real movie film of your family and mine,
That's wonderful.
you know?
Take these to the basement.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take
I
these
don't get those pies made. We won't have any.
I haven't read these.
I have read them all.
I have?
Yes.
Good morning.
How do you do? This is Arbuckles?
Yes.
Well, I'm back in town for a few days for a visit and just thought I'd like to stop in and say hello.
Oh, well, come in. Wipe your feet.
Thank you.
Well, it's always nice to see old friends, isn't it? Take your coat off and sit down. I'll tell them you're here.
Where are the flashbulbs?
Oh, I don't know. Albert, look around down there. Oh, where the scissors.
Ethel.
Now, don't worry. Here, just put it back in the pan. Here. There.
Oh, never mind. They say we all eat a pound of dirt in our lifetime anyway.
Well, honestly, if it comes from hurrying, well, I'll have to wipe it off anyway.
Now, listen, by the time it's cooked 4 hours, all the germs will be dead.
Maybe so.
Now, what was I going to do?
Oh, make the pies, but I will make them, Aunt Eva.
No, dear, I'll do it. Now, cinnamon, where's your nutmeg?
Well, I don't use nutmeg, Aunt Eva. I mean, Albert and I don't really like
It's not
it.
good without nutmeg.
I tell you, cinnamon.
Now, look, tell you what I'm going to do, honey. I'm going to set up the floodlights in the dining room, see? So I can get pictures of you and Aunt Eva, you know, setting the table. You know, I want the film to start out with the preparations for the occasion, you know.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Then the whole thing will kind of have continuity. You know what I mean?
I wish you'd go over to Grace's and get those chairs, dear.
I don't see any nutmeg at all.
Oh, well, I tell you, I don't really have any nutmeg, Aunt Eva. Look, I will make the pies. Why don't you go take a bath? Oh, I thought you were going to take one.
Oh, yes, I was. Oh, I turned on the bath water. Oh.
Ethel, where are the films for the stills? Ethel, huh? Honestly, you told me you would get films for the
Nothing
stills.
was said to me about getting any films at all.
Albert,
Darling, this happens every year. Either we have flash bulbs and no films, we have films and no flash bulbs. Now, of course, we've got films with the movie camera. We got no...
Nothing was said to me about...
Darling, I told you to...
there's
I
a
have
man
never-
in the living room who wants to say hello to
Yeah,
you.
all right. What?
Some old friend who's come back to town for a visit.
Oh, who is it?
I don't know. He didn't say. Now, what was I going to do?
Peel the potatoes now and then just put them in water.
Oh, yes, that's it. Fine. Do that.
Hello.
Hello. I see you've moved since I was here, but I looked you up in the phone book. Just wanted to stop in, say hello.
Oh, well, I should say so. Sit down. Well, it's certainly nice to see you.
My wife said if I got back to Sandy Harbor to be sure to drop in and say hello to the Arbuckles.
Oh, well, I'm certainly glad you did. My goodness.
Nice home. Got a lot more room than you had in the one on Edgecombe.
Yes. Yes, we bought this place about last spring.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me, where are you now?
Detroit. Haven't you been getting our Christmas cards each year?
Oh, yes. Detroit, yes, of course. What's the matter? Just couldn't think there for a minute, you know. Yes. Sure. How long is it you've been out there now?
5 years.
Has it been 5 years? Is that so? Well, certainly funny the way time flies, doesn't it?
Yes, a lot of changes here in the past 5 years.
Yes.
I understand the Grimsbys have moved to California. The Bradleys are gone.
Yes. Oh, yes, the old neighborhood isn't the same anymore.
I was up there on the hill yesterday to say hello to the Kimberleys.
Oh, is that so? Well, I bet they were glad to see you.
Yes.
Albert, Ethel says if you need more film, you better get down to the drugstore right away. Stays open only an hour
yeah.
today.
Okay, Aunt Eva. Have you seen Ethel?
No, certainly like to say hello.
Oh, fine. Aunt Eva, maybe you'd ask Ethel just to step in here and say hello to an old friend. Look, I've got to run down to the drugstore for about 3 minutes. Would you excuse me? I left my wallet upstairs.
Well, I can't go in now. I'm making pie crust. Well, you better go in and just say hello. He's been sitting there, and Albert's rushing off to the drugstore. Honestly, who is it? Oh, I don't know, dear. He didn't say. Some old friend who's come back to town for a visit just dropped in to say hello. Now, go on. I'll finish.
Well.
Oh, well.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making pie crust. Well.
In town for a few days. Just thought I'd stop in and say hello.
Yes, well, I should say. Well.
My wife always said if I got back to Sandy Harbor to be sure to say hello to the Arbuckles.
Yes, well, how is your wife?
She passed on last year.
Oh. Well, I'm very sorry.
I thought I'd written that on my Christmas card last year.
Yes, I believe you did, yes. Well...
Many's the time I think back on the interesting discussions I used to have with your husband.
Yes, well, have you seen Albert?
Just for a second.
Well, he had to go to the drugstore to get some film, but I know he certainly wants to talk to you. That's how I forgot about it. There's something wrong with the faucet. I mean, it runs in slowly, then we forget about it. Excuse me.
Get them up. Ethel, get them up.
She's getting it.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen Ethel?
Well, just for a minute. She's making pie crust. I think maybe I'd...
Oh, no. You sit right down. We're very glad you dropped in. Sure, Ethel is going to want to talk to you.
Get some pails, cloth, and pail the basement.
Look, I got to run down to the drugstore before it closes, Ethel.
Say, could I go down and get the film for you?
Oh, I wouldn't think of having you do that.
Why, be glad to.
Well, it's only 3 minutes. I mean, just down to the corner, but I don't know why.
Well, what kind do you want?
Well, 4 rolls of number 120 inside color. Then if you... Thank you.
Oh, goodbye. Certainly nice you could drop in.
Oh, I'll be back. I'm just going down to get film for him.
Oh, how nice. See if you can get any nutmeg, will you?
At a drugstore?
Well, you can ask. Now, what was I going to do?
Aunt Eva, will you bake the turkey?
Oh, turkey, yes. Turkey. Why? Where's the turkey? Oh, Ethel! The back door is open, and there are footprints in the snow. Ethel! The turkey's gone!
Now, before Ethel and Albert return, here's Lee Goodman. Happy holidays, everybody, and a Happy New Year. And before you know it, Texas Independence Day will be right upon us. So happy Texas Independence Day to you, too. Well, no matter what the holiday or time of year, a party's always fun. And here's a way to help any party out in the munching, crunching department. Ralston Party Mix. the easy snack you make yourself with wheat Chex and rice Chex. Now, these famous bite-sized cereals have their #1 use for breakfast, but here's how you turn them into Ralston Party Mix just by following the recipe on the back of every Chex package. Oh, you melt yourself some butter in a frying pan. Sprinkle in some Worcestershire, man, oh man. Shake around some seasoning to give it a wham. And then your wheat Chex and rice Chex, alakazam. Add a batch of nuts, about 26. Mix it all together and clickety-click. Slide it in the oven and then it's all fixed. You got yourself some Ralston Party Mix. Then, all you do is just stir it up 2 or 3 times while it's in the oven, and presto Chexo. You've got the heppest, happiest holiday and Texas Independence Day snack you ever couldn't stop eating. Ralston Party Mix, made with wheat Chex and rice Chex, the bite-sized cereals from Checkerboard Square. And happy holidays to one and all from the folks at the Ralston Purina Company in St. Louis.
Turkey's gone. Well, I looked in the oven and it wasn't there. And then I saw the back door was open and there were footsteps in the snow. I read about the same thing in the paper one time. The family was in the living room and somebody just walked in the back door and walked out with the turkey.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Come on, girls. I want to get your picture. Oh, I thought I'd decorate the turkey up a little bit. He looks kind of naked, you know.
Have you got the turkey?
Sure.
Honestly, we thought something.
Okay, come on. Now, look, I tell you what I'm going to do, honey. I'm going to open up with a close-up of the turkey. See, then I'm going to pull back and show you and Aunt Eva setting the table, okay?
Are you crazy? For heaven's sake, that turkey won't be done. The folks will be here. It's so late. Now put it back.
No. Let him alone. Let him alone, please. I'll only be a minute. Now, look, for once I've got this film all planned. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Now, just leave now. You look, I want to open up, see, and have you and Aunt Eva stand there, see, and be setting the table, okay?
My picture taken. I look terrible.
No.
Hair isn't. I mean, no makeup or anything.
Ethel, wait. No, come back. Aunt Eva, will you wait?
I really
Please
don't.
come back there and stand here for one. Honestly, it's like pulling teeth to try to get a picture taken in this family, get any cooperation at all. But by golly, when I take one and it comes back, that's when everybody says, well, there certainly wasn't much of me in that picture. Now, look, please, will you let me get the picture?
Come on, dear.
Well, hurry up
All
then,
right,
because
Hannah.
we still got the pies to
I know,
make.
just a second now. I want to get Aunt Eva, come on. Yeah, okay. All right. 300 and yeah, all right. Now, just a second. Get this set. Okay. All right. Now, remember, when I say go, you go, you know?
Go where?
Go and set the table, you know. Move around. Wait a minute. Get it a little bit closer there to start. Okay, that's right. Now, remember, this is a movie camera, so bustle around, you know, and have some action. Don't just stand there. Okay?
Yes, hurry up. Oh, there's Grace.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
There, I asked her to go over and get them. Now, Grace had to bring them over herself.
Thanks, Grace. Thanks.
Oh, wait a minute. That's good. Let me get that. Hold everything now.
What's going on?
Mr. DeMille is rolling the camera.
Oh, don't get me in it.
No, wait a minute. This is wonderful. Grace, I tell you what you do now. Look, you come in, walk in with the chair, see, and you kind of hand it to Ethel, you know, as if you're saying, here they are. And, darling, you know, you smile a little, as if you're saying, thank you.
No, I'll break the camera. No, I don't want my picture taken. No. Oh, no, Ethel, don't get me in
Grace,
it.
when it comes back, for Pete's sake, not getting it. Don't be such an idiot.
I'll just do some work in the kitchen.
Oh, of course we want you, Aunt Eva.
I don't have to be
Oh,
in
now, indeed we do. For heaven's sake, get a picture of Aunt Eva.
But
Can't Grace be giving Aunt Eva the chair?
no, look, I've got this whole thing worked out. Now, look. Right, I'll tell you what you do, Aunt Eva. You take this decoration, see, this thing in the middle here, and you go out in the kitchen, and when I yell at you, come in, you know, you walk in through the door, and you put it right in the middle of the dining room table, you know, kind of like this.
That'll be nice.
Okay, all right, fine. Now, all set now?
Yeah.
All right, now, listen, you'll be coming through with the chair, Grace.
Oh, no. Oh, look, I'm no good at this. I'm really not, you know. Oh, you know, I get all embarrassed and everything.
Fine. I mean, it's just us.
It's just us now. Come on. You go out with a chair, and then when I say go, you come in with it and give it to Ethel. All ready? Go.
Here's the chair.
Thank you.
Well, come on. It's a movie film. Move around. Honestly, you stand there like a couple of wooden Indians. This is a moving picture camera. Will you move around, have some action, do something. Be natural. And honestly, honey, every time you get your picture taken, you have that funny, affected little smile.
What do you mean, affected?
Darling, it's like when we go to the movies, you come home and you think you look like the movie star, and then you get this funny, wet-lipped smile for hours.
I'll bring in the other chair.
Thank you, Grace. You may rip up my contract. Your star is walking off the set.
Darling, I was just joking.
Oh, look,
Please,
I've got to make pie crust anyhow,
okay.
dear. Heaven's sakes, get a picture of Aunt Eva. She's standing there ready to leap through the door.
All right. I got to change this floodlight.
All right.
I don't have to have my picture
Oh,
taken.
yes, you do. Come in now. You'll be
I
ready.
don't care.
Yes.
It doesn't matter in the least.
Well, yes, you do. Now, you'll just be ready and...
Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
Oh, what happened?
Well, I must have blown a fuse.
Blown a fuse? Well, this is on the same circuit as the kitchen, for heaven's sake. Oh, that means the stove isn't on, the turkey isn't cooked.
All right. I'll go check the fuse. All right, never mind.
Oh, thanks, Grace, very much. Yes, thanks very much.
I can't make the pie filling until your friend brings the nutmeg back. He's going to ask for that when he gets the film.
Oh, golly.
He seems awfully nice.
Forgot all about him, Aunt Eva. I don't even know who the guy is. I think Ethel must be a friend of his wife's or something. You know, where are the extra fuses?
I don't know. I haven't bought any.
Oh, no, I bet we haven't got any.
Honestly. Oh, the stove is off. I'll bet the refrigerator is, too, and I have a molded salad
I'll
in
get
there.
us the pie filling as soon as that man brings the nutmeg back. He's gone to the store to get some film for Albert.
Who?
That man.
Oh, yes. I wonder who he is. Looks so familiar. Imagine dropping in and not knowing enough to go, and we're all so busy. Really, Albert has the most peculiar friends.
Ethel, you don't have enough chairs. I was just counting. Let me go home and get 2 more.
There's no fuses down here.
No, we have no fuses.
Well, no, we don't have any either.
Can you switch fuses?
Look, I'll go home and get 2 more chairs.
Oh,
Did the kitchen light go on?
no.
No.
Oh. Oh, I'm a friend of the Arbuckles. Can I help you?
Well, I have some film from the drugstore for them.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Well,
What? Oh, just a second. Ethel, can I take this nickel and 5 pennies from an ashtray?
What's Grace talking about?
I don't know.
I don't either.
And thank you very much.
no, really,
Oh, that's all right. Thank you. Just a minute. If the drugstore's still open, would you bring back some fuses, too?
Oh, well,
Oh, they'll pay when you deliver them. Thank you. Ethel!
The stove is on again, Albert. What did you do?
Switched one of the upstairs fuses.
Oh,
Now,
Yeah.
what was I going to do?
Delivery man was going to
Oh.
film.
Oh.
I sent him back for fuses, so don't worry.
Oh, well, Albert switched one of the upstairs fuses, so it's all right, Grace.
What delivery man?
From the drugstore, I tipped him a nickel and 5 pennies. It was all fine.
That was no delivery man, for Pete's sake. That's a friend of Ethel's. Grace, that guy just dropped in to say hello, and then he was nice enough to offer to get out and get films.
Honestly.
A friend of mine? Friend of mine? I thought he was a friend of yours.
Mine? No. For Pete's sake, he looked kind of familiar, but then I got the impression that, you know, you were a friend of his wife's or
Oh,
something.
no, I don't think so. I don't remember his wife at all.
What's his name?
Oh, look at me.
Well, I don't know. I thought you knew. I was going to ask you who the heck he was, but you were flying around here, so
Why, no. I mean, I felt that we should know. I mean, I couldn't place him. I mean,
You seem to know everybody back in our old neighborhood.
he did?
Yeah.
Oh, could he be the man? Those people that moved down in that brown corner house? They lived there about 6 months.
Oh, no. Those were the Frasers. No, he didn't look
Frasers,
anything
no,
like
no,
this
they
guy.
went to
Maybe Albert met him at the Rotary Club or something.
But he seems to know me, too, and I feel, you know, that I do know him, but I just...
You know, he stopped in to see the Kimberleys up there yesterday. Seemed to know them very well.
You mean Jonathan K. Kimberley's?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, we better pay a little bit more attention to him, for heaven's sake. Honestly, I've just been so busy.
Well, ask him to stay for dinner. That'll make up for it. We can always push the plates closer together.
I'll get another chair.
And I'll put some coffee on, and I'll do the work in the kitchen, and you two go in the living room. You better entertain him when he gets back.
Entertain him. We better find out who he is.
Well, I must say it's certainly nice of you to ask me to stay for dinner. As a matter of fact, I am sort of at loose ends. I'd planned on having dinner with my cousin, but two of her children are sick, and she's sort of got her hands full. But I didn't mean to...
Oh, my goodness, we wouldn't ask you if we didn't want to, would we, dear?
No, I should say not. My goodness. You know, we can sit around and talk about old times.
Yeah, yes.
We'll be taking pictures of the family, and we'd like you to be in them, too. I mean, so that, you know, we can remember you when you're back in Detroit.
Oh, that'd be very nice.
Yeah. More coffee?
No, thanks. I see you're still drinking yours black.
Yes. Yes, well, now, you had a boy, didn't you?
2 girls.
Oh, 2 girls. Oh, 2 girls, of course. Well, my, I'll bet they're growing.
Yes. They're married.
Oh, well.
Tell me, what kind of work is it you're doing out there in Detroit now?
Same thing I did here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know how many times we thought of you, haven't we, dear?
I should say
yes,
so.
I
Well,
should say.
we certainly thought of you, too, when we left Sandy Harbor. I thought of you quite a bit. Many's the laugh I used to get over those notes you wrote to me.
Oh.
Oh, what's that?
Yes, I have to confess I've still kept some of them.
Yes, well, excuse me. Hello.
I used to tell her she should have been a writer, got a way of expressing herself, you know? I always admire originality, you know?
Yeah, something else I'd like to know, too.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, you were supposed to pick up your folks at the crossroads when the bus let them off.
What?
Oh, well, thank you very much for calling. That was very kind of you. Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Your entire family's sitting out in the country in a snowbank.
I don't know what you're talking
You know
about.
perfectly well they were taking the Preston View bus. That was the only connection they could make. The bus was to drop them at the crossroads. You were going to be waiting for them there in the car.
Nobody said one. Why didn't they drive over?
You know your family, your father doesn't like to drive in this with... Oh, good heavens, Annie, you all right? The family's sitting out there in a
What'd you have?
snowbank.
Oh, my
They flagged a passing motorist and asked him to call.
I thought Albert wasn't watching the time.
Albert wasn't.
But
Honestly,
you
listen. You never said one word to me about...
Why, I did. I told you
You
yesterday.
never said one word.
No, I certainly, I reminded you this morning. That was the one thing I asked you to be sure and do. I really
I
did. I did.
you never said one word. Now, let's...
Excuse us.
Surely. Excuse us.
Excuse me.
No, really, I told you I did.
But Ethel, you never said one word to me about
Yes, you
this.
did. I heard her tell you.
You have been so busy thinking of continuity movie film all the
Well,
time.
for heaven's sakes, don't just stand there. Get the car out.
Stand there for 2 feet. There's 4 feet of snow out there in that driveway. Take me 2 hours
What are we
to
going
shovel
to
that
do?
clear.
Oh, your poor mother sitting out there in the snowbank.
Your sister is going to be absolutely furious, just furious. I thought this would be the one time that everything would go smoothly. Family wouldn't have hurt feelings. Everything would go just perfectly.
Excuse me. I couldn't help overhearing. I'm sure I can get a truck from my old company here, and we can drive out and pick them up if you'd like me to.
Oh, that would be just wonderful.
Well, I'll just call Joe Simpson at the plant.
Oh, truck. Who was that man you knew in the trucking business?
Oh, that was... No, I don't know. I can't think. No, it wasn't this guy.
Aren't you glad you invited him to dinner?
Yes.
Yeah, but look, we got to know his name if we're going to introduce him to the family.
Joe, this is Charlie.
Charlie.
Wondering if you'd let me borrow a truck to pick up some people who are stranded in a snowbank. Yes, I'm at the Arbuckles, staying here for dinner, but... Yes, his folks. Yeah. Oh, you think it's all right? Fine. We'll walk over to the boulevard then, and you can pick us up. Okay, Joe. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's just wonderful of you to put yourself out this way.
Not at all. Things always turn out for the best, I always say.
Yes.
Well, we'd better be going.
Yes.
Oh, yes, we better. Well, I certainly appreciate this. I never would have gotten that driveway shoveled out.
Walk down to the boulevard and meet the truck there. It'll save time.
Wouldn't you know we'd have terrible snowfall like this?
Oh, I never look at it that way. Rain or snow or shine, I always say, good morning, another beautiful day.
Yes. Well, Mr. Lyons. I certainly do thank you. How fortunate you've dropped in to see us today. Well, as I said, we have thought of you so much. Every year when we get that clever Christmas card, You know, dear, the one that says, from the lion's den. His name is Lyons, and he always has printed on his Christmas card, from the lion's den.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, I get it. Well.
I just happened to think of it one year.
Well, it's very clever, isn't it?
We better get going.
Yes, and take your camera now, dear. Here.
Look, I still don't know who he is.
Our old milkman.
Oh, yeah. You wrote him notes?
In the milk bottles.
Oh,
Here.
for
Take the
Pete's sake.
camera. You wanted some unusual pictures of the family this year.
Yeah.
Get pictures of them sitting in the snowbank. I can see, and riding home in the milk truck. I can see Tom's face sitting on a stack of cottage cheese.
Oh, God. Well, okay, come on, Mr. Lyons. Let's go.
Well, and Eva, come on. I guess we've got everything ready for the family now. Our old milkman. I didn't know him with his clothes on. Well, he always had a uniform. Yes, you know. Well, let's get our bath and get cleaned up. Bath. What? The bath water? Thought you ran it out. Yes, but then I ran it in.
Now here's that rip-snorting two-gun Lee Goodman marching in the Ralston Rodeo Parade.
Instant Ralston. Oh, let's get 'em up, oh, let's get 'em up, oh, let's get 'em up with Ralston. Yum, yum, instant Ralston. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, instant Ralston. Yum, 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 yum.
Stop the music. Because I just want to say right out loud that if you don't believe this instant Ralston here is the yippiest, yahooiest, and yum-yummiest hot cereal you ever ate, why, you just lasso yourself a package at the store tomorrow and see for yourself. Mighty quick on the draw, too, this instant Ralston. Yes, sir. Cooks in just 10 seconds. The quickest cooking cereal east or west of the Pecos. So here's what you do. You get yourself some instant Ralston, see, and serve it up to your kinfolks just once or twice a week for a special breakfast treat. Ooh, doesn't that look good? Yes, sir, and remember, it cooks in just 10 seconds, too. So...
Instant
Ralston. Oh, let's get 'em up, oh, let's get 'em up, oh, let's get 'em up with Ralston. Yum, yum, instant Ralston. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, instant Ralston. Yum, 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 yum.
Now, what are you doing? I thought you said we just leave the dishes.
I'm not doing that, just making some Ralston party mix.
All right, you're going in the next room. They want you in the pictures. It doesn't matter whether I'm in them or not.
Albert!
Okay, Mom, I'll be right with you, darling.
Heaven's sake,
Huh?
get your floodlight ready,
What?
get your camera ready, get a picture of Aunt Eva right now. Aunt Eva, come here. Come here, dear. Here. Now, you take this, you go out in the kitchen when Albert says, come in, you
All right,
come
now,
in.
just a second. Okay,
Robert.
okay,
Come
go
here.
ahead. Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful. What's the matter? What is it?
Ran out of film.
Couldn't you have Mr. Lyons get you some movie film?
Mr. Lyons brought still film.
I told...
Does it really matter whether I have my picture or not?
Now, we'll get your picture, Aunt Eva, don't...
Ethel Albert has been presented by the Ralston Purina Company, starring Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce. Written by Peg Lynch. Produced and directed by Walter Hart. Motion picture camera by Bell and Howell. Be sure to tune in every week for Ethel and Albert, brought to you by the Ralston Purina Company, St. Louis, makers of Rice Chex, Wheat Chex, Instant Ralston, and Rye Crisp.
Tomorrow night, the Lawrence Welk Show on ABC Television Network.